Hey guys, this is Paperface Crafts, and in this video I'm going to show you how I made this Critical Role Caduceus Clay inspired Dead People tea bowl badge.
You're drinking dead people tea?
Aren't we all?
But you're like cultivating dead people for good tea?
Aren't we all?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So originally I wanted to make this design a sticker for Redbubble, but I am not very good with digital art, shall we say, and I couldn't get the texture that I wanted for the lichen. So instead I went back to my normal process, my normal doings, and made a badge out of felt. I just like the texture better on the felt, as we can see here on my Caduceus charm. Just prefer that texture, so I thought why not. So this is actually my modified pattern, which is just a tea bowl and then the skull sketched on the front for an idea of placement. And then I just took this pattern and cut out two pieces from my felt. And in the second piece, I cut out the curve at the top to make it the front piece, make it a little bit more three-dimensional. And so as this felt was more blue than the green that Caduceus' armour is, I painted the felt with Tulip's glow-in-the-dark green fabric paint. This paint I think is like got a translucent base to it, and so it just tints the felt rather than fully block out the colour, which is great because I want it that mixture of green and blue, not just green. So once the paint is dried, I just glue the front piece onto the back piece. I just do this, it keeps everything in place, it makes the badge sturdier and less floppy, I don't have to use pins which leave marks in the felt. It's just a simpler method that I enjoy, but because it does make it stiffer, it makes it harder to push the needle through the felt. And so now that the glue has partially dried, because it actually hadn't, I'm just impatient, I am going to stitch the two pieces together. On the front, around the curve of the tea bowl, I'm going to do a running stitch, and then along the sides I'm going to do a blanket stitch. This is just simply because I find blanket stitches easier than running stitch. It's easier for me to keep it neat and somewhat in order, and I don't go all over the place as I do with my running stitch, as you will see. It's just easier for me. And so I've knotted my thread, and I'm just going to pass the needle through the front piece and hide the knot in the middle of the two pieces. Again, it makes things just that little bit neater, just what I prefer. Then I'm not going to sew this in frame because I'm having so many difficulties getting the needle through. It's a hassle. So now that the sewing is done, I'm going to add on the details. First, I'm just taking a green pen and I'm just going to colour the inside of the cup just to add that bit of shading, make it look a bit more 3D, and then once I'm okay with that, I'm going to paint on the lichen. So I'm using a mixture of acrylic paint and more Tulip fabric paint. I think the colour I used was Pomegranate, and just mix it up and blob it along wherever I want. I drew on an outline with pencil and I just start with the darkest colour, blob that on in place, then go with the lighter colours, blob that on, the lighter pinks, and then I go in with white, and then I blob on some more red, and I just add it however I want. It's just mishmash, just textured, just messy. I'm okay with whatever. Add some little specks here and there, as it is on his armour. And as the paints are a little wet, I can just swirl things about if I want. Just do whatever I want. And once I'm happy with it, I'm just gonna set it to dry. And now that the paint is dry, I've just gone in again with the pen to darken up around the edges and the eye sockets, just to add a bit more definition where I need it, just to make it look better, you know. And so then all I need to do is glob on a load of glue onto the back of this badge back, and this is 3 centimeters long, I believe. Just blob the glue on, stick it in place, and then I take a strip of felt the same colour and I glob a load of glue on that and I stick it on top. It just makes it neater. You don't have to worry about the badge back coming off because you've got it adhered to 2 layers. Then it's all done. I'm not going to bother painting the back of the badge to match the front. I'm okay with it, just leaving it blue. It's for my collection, not too worried. If I was making it for someone else, I would paint the back, but I'm not going to bother doing that. And then I'm just going to have my little Kiri here, model it, and show off this wonderful little badge. And yeah. It's not the original design and idea that I wanted to go for, but I'm really happy with how it's come out. But yeah, so this is the start of hopefully a little Mighty 9 badge set that I want to make. And next I plan to make Not's mask, which will be interesting, should be simple, but knowing me it won't be simple. I know my process. I'll make it complicated somehow, and I hope you look forward to it. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. That's what they all say, right? They all say like, comment, subscribe. Or you don't have to do that. I'm not fussed either way. Yeah, thank you for watching. See ya! Critical Role, please come out with some teas. That would be great. Thank you. I would love some Caduceus Clay Dead People tea. Just saying.